Hey, what's up guys? It's Megan and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is one of my favorite videos to make, and it is the new product of the month video. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you are familiar with this type of series, but every month I let you guys vote on a new product launch that I will try for the entire month and then let you know my thoughts on it. So this month's product was the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Foundation. And I've got a picture of it right here for you because I returned it. I hated it, but don't click away from this video. Let me tell you why I didn't like it. So to start, I wanted to let you guys know that I've been having some skin issues, and I recently went to the dermatologist for the first time, and that was really interesting and definitely an experience that I had never been through before. I was asked a lot of questions about my skin that I really don't even think about all that often. I actually was prescribed a retinoid treatment, which is like a topical cream that you put on, and all of this stuff happened and I ended up getting an over-the-counter one instead. So I am using a topical acne treatment on my skin, which means that my skin has been really dry. So I just wanted to add that disclaimer in because that may have been the factor that really influenced me to dislike the foundation. But just to kind of tell you a little bit about the foundation, it is intended to be a satin finish, and I don't think it's supposed to be as luminous as like the Luminous Silk foundation, but it is a little bit more matte. And so I think that really just reacted badly with my skin because it was already super dry, and the matte factor just made it even drier looking. The color that I used was 002, I believe. I'll put down here what the color was just in case I'm wrong there, but the color that I used was one of the lighter shades, and I did find that it was a little bit too light for my skin, but it also was kind of a gray tinge, and this is something that I've read a few times online about this foundation, that it's kind of a grayer shade selection, which I don't know why that would be, but I did find that it was kind of gray on my skin. But I honestly just hated the way it sat on my skin. I found that no matter whether I used my hands, a brush, or a beauty blender, it just did not want to mesh with my skin. It just sat on it very strangely. It really emphasized my dry patches, and it also oxidized a little bit, so the color just looked strange on me. But Ryan also noticed, he doesn't really notice that much about my makeup, but he did notice that it did not look good on my skin, and it was not my cup of tea. It was not something that I wanted to reach for every day, and I did wear it every day for 2 straight weeks, and normally I would try something for a month, but I was just done with it. I took it back to Nordstrom and returned it and exchanged it for another foundation, which I will talk about later. But it just did not work for me, and I was really upset by that because there are a ton of YouTubers that have been singing its praises for weeks, and I really was expecting to love it, but it's just a prime example of what works for others might not work for you. So just bear that in mind whenever you hear anything on my channel. Something that does or doesn't work for me may or may not work for you. So my word is not law, but I really did not like the foundation, and on top of all of that, it was $64. Let's just let that sink in for a minute. $64 for a foundation. I have never spent that much money on a foundation in my life, and it was not easy doing it this time. But I mean, if I'm gonna spend that kind of money, I expect miracles to happen on my skin, and from the first application I just was not feeling it. So unfortunately, I did not get along with the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Foundation, but have no fear. I do have a great foundation, and it is a luxury foundation that I am in love with, that I can recommend to you guys. And from what I can tell, the finish on this foundation is supposed to be kind of similar to the finish of the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Foundation. And without further ado, I actually have talked about this already in my favorites video, so you may have heard about it. It is the Dior Skin Forever foundation. This one is in the shade 010, so it's one of the lightest shades, And this has 35 SPF in it, so it does have that sun protection in, and I just freaking love this foundation. It is $14 less than the Armani foundation, and in my opinion, 200 times better. I really, really love this. It is all I've been wearing on my face. It has totally replaced my IT Cosmetics CC cream, which I still love, by the way. I just have been reaching for this every day instead. It's what's on my face right now. I just freaking love it. It is so pretty. Just to tell you a little bit about this foundation, it is a less luminous finish. It is a little bit more matte. It's supposed to be oil controlling, but I have not found that it has emphasized dryness in my skin. I do apply it with a damp beauty blender, so it adds a little bit of moisture back in, and then I use a face spray at the end to kind of lock in the moisture. But I just feel like my skin looks so nice with this, and I constantly feel like I'm having a good skin day whenever I wear this foundation. It doesn't break up on my skin throughout the day like the Armani did. The Armani one, it was almost like my skin in certain patches was just eating the foundation, and I would come home and it would just be splotchy and it would be worn off in areas, and it's just total, absolute, complete opposite with this. I can wear it for 10 plus hours and feel like it is still looking really good by the end. So I have been loving this. If you are looking to try a luxury foundation, try this one because it is beautiful. And just so you guys know, generally I have a normal to combination skin. I don't really have a ton of dryness outside of dry patches from breakouts. And I do have a little bit of oiliness in my T-zone that I experience, but I don't generally like super matte foundations or super dewy foundations. I kind of like somewhere right in the middle, and that is what I think this foundation is perfect for, and I literally just love it so freaking much. So I would really, really recommend trying that. And if you also follow me on Instagram, you saw that one of the other options that I used this month for, or last month for new product of the month, were the Dior lacquer sticks. And again, if you've seen my favorites video from March, then you know that I got one of these. And this one is in the shade Underground, and I love it. It is such a fantastic formula. It's very balmy and kind of wet in texture, but super, super pigmented. I just freaking love these. I have two now. I've got this one in Underground, and then I have a brighter fuchsia color, and I think that one is the shade Sassy, but I will make sure to link both in the description box below. But I love these. I would so recommend these. I am such a fan of the glossy lip right now. I don't wear a lot of matte lipstick anymore, and when I do, I will add a lip gloss over the top, which is what I've done today. I'm actually wearing Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury, which is a limited edition lipstick. Definitely check it out if you are interested. It is such a pretty nude. But I also have this gloss in, it doesn't even have the name on it. I'll try to link this down below, but I have one of the Charlotte Tilbury lip glosses over the top to add a little bit of a shine to my lips. But I'm really into the shine look, and these products achieve the pigment and shine without having to have multiple products. I freaking love this. You guys know that I love my Dior lip products, and this one is no exception. I am obsessed with these. So definitely check these out. And last but not least, I wanted to tell you guys what the new product of the month for April is going to be. Again, I always post this on Instagram, so if you want to be a part of choosing what product I'm going to use for the new product of the month each month, make sure you're following me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is right here. And let's just get into what the product for April is. It was very close. There were 3 products that I was pretty excited about, and I think you guys were too. But the winner was the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I have been wearing this for a week now, a week straight, and I am not going to give away my thoughts on it yet, but I am wearing it today. And this is the shade Light to Vanilla. And yeah, if you want to see what my thoughts on this are, then make sure you hit the subscribe button down below so that you don't miss my video next month releasing the new product of the month for May and my thoughts on this guy. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like down below. And again, hit subscribe if you're new so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And especially, you don't miss my review on the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. And I hope you guys have a great one. I will hopefully see you in the next one. I will leave a previous video of mine for a new product of the month somewhere on the screen here, so you can check that out if you haven't seen it already. I think that's all I've got, so I'm just gonna cut it off here. So bye!